everybody at the Los Angeles Center Studio. My name is Pete Brosnan on behalf of Hollywood Locations and LA Center Studios. We welcome you tonight for this very, very special evening. There he is. There he is, with Diet Coke in hand. Give it up, everybody. The liquid fuel on which Synapse is run. Yeah. No, you know, this is a great evening. We've done a lot of screenings here at the studio over the last 16 years, but tonight is indeed very, very special. Our mission here when we built the place was to develop an independent studio that would integrate a cross-section of creative companies into a dynamic campus. And when we say cross-section, what we meant was not only the big dogs, you know, the major studios. One of the first guys to shoot here was John Woo for Mission Impossible 2. Any John Woo fans, Mission Impossible 2? We've had Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan fans? And even Tim Burton sat right up here for dailies on Planet of the Apes. Give it up for Tim Burton. But when we said cross-section, what we meant was not only those guys. Not only those guys. We needed to make sure that we were cultivating the new talent, the up-and-coming filmmakers of the future. Amen? And shortly after we opened, a young kid fresh out of film school showed up on our doorstep by the name of Kenlyn Clark. Right here. And Kenlyn was exactly the type of young filmmaker that we were thinking about when we said a cross-section. And he did some amazing things for us here. Did a lot of promotional videos and commercials and marketing pieces for us that we are still playing and still very proud of. But about 2 years ago, he introduced us to another creative tsunami by the name of Adam Simon. And they said, guys, we've got an idea for a movie. We've got a script. We just need a little help to make this puppy. And we were so happy that the stars had aligned, and between our locations off the lot through Hollywood Locations and the venue here that we're at tonight. How many first-timers at LA Center Studios? How many first time here? Wow! All right. What do you think of the place so far? Not too bad. We were able to help these guys and actually help produce this film that you're about to see. And I think what you're about to witness, and I've seen a couple of sneak peeks, I think between the writing, the acting, the directing, the sound, the music, all the technicians. Everybody, give me a hand if you worked on the film. Give me a hand. Come on. All you guys. Give it up for all these guys. I think you're going to agree that the future of filmmaking is in very steady hands. And so, without further ado, I do introduce to you both the director of Synapse, Kenlyn Clark, and the writer and star, Adam Simon, everybody!
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Making this film, of course, was just an amazing experience. This event is co-sponsored by Diet Coke. Not actually, but I've been on an IV drip of this for 2 years at a computer non-stop to finish the movie. And everybody's been really patient, and I appreciate that. It just started with Adam and I basically brainstorming and pitching ideas. We're so grateful for LA Center Studios and Hollywood Locations to come in and to help us in these ways.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes, Brian Brosnan.
Susan Saldivar.
Amazing people. They really helped us. My brother, Cameron Clark, producer.
Cameron Clark.
And so, and really like, I'll just say real quick, you know, I shoot music videos. There's a couple of the music video crew here. Yeah. And so, I'm kind of one of those people who just, you know, jumps into every process of the filmmaking process and every aspect of it. And so this movie represents an opportunity that I had, as I say, as hard as it was to make the film in the sense of the workload involved. It really was an opportunity for me to execute a vision, but also to collaborate with one of the greatest collaborators you can have, and to work with so many talented people that we're grateful for and grateful to for forever. So excited for you guys to see the movie.
I'm not going to take any more time because I just want to get to it. I'm really, really proud of this thing. I don't know what I'm going to say. I haven't slept for like 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on here. Just got back, and you know, Ken and I, just a little bit of a backstory. Like me and this dude, you know, brainstormed this idea 2 years ago. It's 2 years.
It's high.
It's quick. Anyway, but we went through the crucible on another project that we were developing called Man Down, which is no matter what the critics say, it's amazing. So yeah, just got back from Toronto doing that. Got in 3 hours ago from TIFF, promoting that so I could be here for this. As I said to the press junket over there, I got 2 tattoos, one on my left arm, one on my left shoulder, one on my right. One is for Man Down, and I wear it like a cattle brand. And then I wear my Synapse tattoo like a Medal of Honor. And I'm really, really proud of this film because it was our family. Like, this is family. Like, you look around you, like, this is a family. And my brothers and sisters, like everybody who's in the cast, everybody who supported us, my family, my brother, where the hell are you, Josh? Thank you, there you are. My parents, my mom and dad, but like everybody, like you look around, even the people who've been invited here, your family. And this thing is a labor of love, and I hope you enjoy it. And if there's any booze after this is over, you're gonna get knocked out. Yeah, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna show the film. Immediately after the credits are gonna roll, because the credits take like 20 seconds. You know, it's like directed, edited, VFX, cinematography, you know, Kenlin Clark. It's just one credit, it just says Kenlin Clark. That's it, that's all it says. It's like, all this, yeah. And then, but right after that, there's a short 3-minute behind the scenes. That's really freaking cool. But we're gonna show that, and then everybody can do bathroom breaks, grab a little something to eat, and then we're gonna have just a quick Q&A with the principal cast, Henry Simmons. Gosh, come on, Henry. Let's give it up for Henry Simmons. Yeah. And let's give it up for Sophina Brown. Yes, I know. The best looking couple in the world. And Will Rubio. My man Charlie Boone playing one of the illest villains ever. And last but not least, my dude Joshua Alba. Yeah. So we're just gonna have a quick Q&A just with them after we watch the behind the scenes. So, without further ado, we would like to present you Synapse.
Uniform.
Oh yeah, good. All right, let's give it up one more time here. Synapse. You guys have a mic up there, right?
Yes. Yeah, we have a mic.
Let me, do we have another mic that we're talking about?
I think we've only got 2 right now. So I'm going to kind of roam out here in the audience. Kevin, why don't we just kick it off here real quick? How the heck did you do that?
You can tell by my physique it was at least 2 years sitting down at a computer. Non-stop with, like I said, the Diet Coke and a wonderful patient spouse. Where is she? So patient, it's okay, she's saying hi and bye. No, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, it's the music videos, doing the music videos and the number of productions that I've actually done here, all those things in a sense, you know, obviously they just kind of prepare you to go, okay, I've got these resources, a few things, it's like a MacGyver situation. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I don't want to still achieve something that feels emotional and visceral and has the type of elements that I love as a filmmaker and a movie watcher. You know, I like, and anybody who knows me, and Adam's the same way, like our tastes are incredibly diverse. And so I was like, hey, if, you know, we can make, you know, something that looks like Michael Bay and Joe Carnahan and Terrence Malick and everybody made a movie together and just kind of had a little bit of all the things that I love, science fiction and drama and thriller and mystery, and a little bit of the kind of puzzle, feeling like you're putting a puzzle together as you're going through the film and hopefully getting that level of satisfaction when all the pieces come together. But a lot of it, the entire movie was just completely done, other than the sound design and that work was completely done on a laptop, on my laptop. And just, that's it. From the color to the VFX, I edited the entire movie in 4K, so the full resolution on a laptop using Adobe Premiere. And
Sam walked back in if we want to cut.
And Sam's here. I haven't asked her what she thought of the film yet, so fingers crossed. Just kidding. Yeah.
How about, we want the audience, you guys definitely to participate, but while you're thinking of a question, I've had, I think I told you that I actually have a friend, the friend's son, works at the University of Illinois in this very science.
Does he really? University of Illinois?
Yeah, memory and how you can actually transfer memories through waves and digital signals and how they can capture it. How much was real science and how much was your own creativity?
It was all me. Every bit. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Ken and I were brainstorming ideas because we had a small window where we could move into production, and so we spent like a weekend. But we were going back and forth. I was hitting him with some pitch packets. He was hitting me with stuff. And nothing was working. And it was this crazy moment. It was the last day, and we just said, screw it, we're not going to be able to do a movie. And I'm walking out, and we're both really frustrated. And Ken goes, you know, I had this idea of like, here you go.
Well, it's another little idea. Just the basic concept of, you know, the memories being transferred. And kind of like a drug scenario where they're essentially the drug of the future, and about an agent who, you know, who is one of the lead enforcers or something along those. This is exactly what I basically said to Adam. Kind of one of the guys who's like the enforcer, and essentially at some point it's revealed that he himself there's some type of transfer that's happened, and he is not who he thinks he is. And it was just a basic concept like that. And I originally, when I was pitching, it was probably thinking something like, oh, probably a little closer to use an example like Minority Report, where, you know, we're really focusing on the agents. But Adam took it in a really cool direction and was like, maybe, you know, what if we focused more on the dealers and the kind of underworld characters, which you probably may or may not see as much of, and how do the two worlds kind of collide with each other? And so, yeah.
And then as far as like the actual science, I talked to this professor of neuroscience and worked with him as I was writing the script. And I mean, there was a multi-billion-dollar government grant that they were working with, where they were able to put somebody into REM sleep, create an algorithm of the synapse firings in the guy's head during REM sleep, and transfer that into video images for a very short period of time. So then I asked him, I said, well then in theory, can't you like reverse engineer that and put something back into somebody's head? And he goes, well, I suppose so, but why would anybody want to do that? And I'm just like, government conspiracies, run! They're controlling your minds! So yeah, and then started working with him.
And just on top of that, Adam really came up with like some amazing science fiction moments and concepts within within the story. And one of the things, I love the near future type of science fiction as much as I love like science fantasy and swords and all that stuff. This is something. Okay. This is here. Okay. But I also love like stuff that feels like you're peeking around the corner. And so like social networking and just kind of how we live our lives really kind of through this voyeuristic and kind of vicarious way now online. This felt like a natural progression, like something that in the next 10 to 15 years, instead of like, oh, here's a photo of me going to Hawaii, you could be like, let me upload the memory, and people on Facebook or whatever could be like, oh wow, what a great experience you had. And I feel like I was really there. And so that's where this kind of, in a sense, comes from. So that's why there's little moments of science fiction and pieces of technology, but we tried to keep it obviously grounded, and that's a budget situation too, but it tried to keep it more grounded in our world.
Cool, and Sophina Brown, give it up for Sophina here. Yes, indeed, incredible performance. Incredible. And Sophina is actually an alumnus here at LA Center Studios, right?
Oh, yeah.
On the show Numbers.
Yeah.
How many Numbers fans we have out there? Remember Numbers? Well, there's that great shot in the behind the scenes of you saying, I've never worked this fast before. How can you compare what you did with this movie and your other work on Numbers and in television and other films?
Oh, well, I mean, episodic, it's like you shoot maybe 8-9 pages a day. I think we did like 30 or something a day. It was something really crazy. And what Ken and Adam achieved, literally $17.22. If they could have got another quarter, they would have started. Who knows what could have happened? It was just absolutely incredible what they did. But it was so fast. Was it 11? Because I thought it was 10. Oh, I had a day off.
That's right.
That's right.
I gave her I think Sundays off.
That's right.
Yeah, so she,
You did it.
Yeah. So
Jesus in football.
That's a nice promise. I think my battery might be going dead. I'm going to open it up for the audience, but who's got questions out there? Anybody? Come on. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I want to know what the most difficult moment in post was. Like, what little thing did you spend multiple days like, I can't get this?
Oh yeah, yeah. The visual effects took a year to do. So the hive sequence is, that's like the Star Wars of super low budget filmmaking. And trust me, when you're just like, every day I would wake up and I'm like, and so I'm doing music videos at the same time, which of course tax me quite a bit. I love it, so it's like the best thing, I'm not complaining, I love it. But as soon as I was done a music video and I'm like, I still have this mountain of visual effects that has to be done too. So that was probably the hardest part, and really was the thing that was probably the most tedious. All the gunshots, all that's digital. They were just ting ting, you probably saw them behind the scenes. Lots of visual effects in the movie that I would never point out, but changing just things in the room, changing signs, changing. You don't have a production designer. It's like, okay, your post-production is your production designer, and thankfully with technology you can change elements about what you were doing. So like when they go through, they go through the door in one hallway, they come through, it's another set, I have to digitally go through and change the numbers on the door and all those things. So it's just little effects like that you wouldn't normally see. Adam's scar in a few scenes is digitally added as well. I shouldn't tell anybody that, but so that was the hardest part. If I can answer another, I thought you were going to for a second answer what was the hardest part of actually filming as well, and I'll just say the hive scene was definitely like, because there's so many levels of everything that's happening at the same time, and kind of following these different timelines, like how do you kind of keep track of it, but...
Storyboarding.
Yeah, Ken storyboarded the entire film. And I don't mean like stick figures. I mean, he got his start as a comic book artist. So, I mean, detailed storyboards. So we knew exactly what was going on.
Awesome. We've got a question back here, and I don't think this mic's working anymore.
Shout it out.
Go ahead, shout it out.
They found me. You know, it started, at some point in time I've worked with everybody here, even here, like everybody. I mean, let's start way back in the day. I shot a commercial, what was it, 12 years ago?